Okay, this is going to be a follow-up to my ZSC install video. I'm going to go ahead and add the global banking add-on to it. So we need to reopen the GitHub, Salival's GitHub. Let's go back to the forum. Oh, come on. Shadow play is just great, man. I don't know why it insists on hitting the back button over and over again like that. Anyways. Reopen Salival's GitHub, and we need to go down to the section that says changing to global banking. I'm going to do the built-in NPC trader option. There's support for ATMs if you want those, but you have to go in there and manually put them on the map and or set up locations and set up markers and stuff. So I might do that later, but I'm gonna do this one for now. So you should, if you installed ZSC, then you should have this on here. That's my cat. You should have the ZSC folder still. I'm looking at this folder here, the global banking one. And we need to open up the DayZ servers folder. And we're going to go into the mission, MP missions, extract your PBO. Well, before you do this, make sure you back up your PBOs, because these were working with no errors. So once you've extracted it, let's delete these ones, and then I'm gonna move this over here. Same with the server side. Extract it and move the good copy over here. Okay, let's make edits to init.sqf. Okay, so this is the init file for ZSC. You just do a Control F there, Control V to paste that, find it, it's down there, and you're going to add this below it. This starts the global banking. So just put your cursor on the end there, hit enter, and paste that in there. Okay, so that's all you have to do in init. So save that, close it, and then in description.ext, down at the bottom, this ZSC dialogs.hpp right there, you're going to add this below it. Just like that. And okay, so this is done, so save it, close it. The FN self-actions has to be replaced too. I don't think it says that in here. Maybe it does. Maybe not. We'll just do what it says here, and then we'll go back and check. So open DayZ code, open init, and open compiles. And it says find this, but there's only one in there, so if you had other mods, then okay. But you're going to add this player humanity morph.sqf line below it. And when this 1.0.6.2 comes out, you won't have to add this anymore because it will be updated. So go here and hit end, hit enter to make a space, paste that right below it, just like that. Save that, close it. Okay, variables.sqf. Gonna find this line here, which is right here, and you're gonna add these variables below it. Oh, is this already in here? Yeah, this is already in here, so you don't need to do this step. Wait, what's this other shit? Hold on. Okay, so this has changed a little bit. This is already in here. That's in there. Z money variable global. This stuff needs to be added. But this is already in here. Why is this already in here? But you need to add all this stuff in here. Let's do this. So let's just do what it says. Go this. I'm gonna put a space there just to space it out a little bit, and put that in there, and then add another space below it. This is already here. ZBank variable. So I'm going to get rid of these ones. I don't know why that's already in there. This is the variable for bank money. That shouldn't have been in the ZSC install. Anyways, just do that like I just did. Put this in here and then delete those other two. If they were already in there, if they're not, then don't worry about it. But you need to have this one and this one. This one here is used for if you don't want players to lose their coins when they die, and then you need to disable the check wallet so you don't get duping on there. Okay, so now we need to let's go ahead and save this, and we need to go and copy all these files over. So let's back up. Let's go into the ZSC master that you downloaded and go into global banking, and in DayZ code, just all you do is open these up and move stuff over. So open up that DayZ code. You got compile. Okay, so you need to move this one over, and this self action should replace this one as well, because this one will have the banking in it. Let's go custom. Yeah, see, this one has the bank dialogues, or the banking stuff in it. Okay, so let's replace the one that's in there with this one. Okay, back up. Go to configs. I need to add this ATM dialogues. Copy that there. Init. We already did the compiles and the variables, so we're good there. I think all that, everything else should be, what is DayZ server? Okay, let's go to scripts, ZSC, scripts, ZSC, and you have to add this bank PA. If you don't want this, I'll show you this in game, but it's the bank icon that shows up on the HUD. Some people don't like it on there, even though they do have global banking, but I'm going to put it in there anyway just for the demo. And so these here, this player HUD, you can see that the difference here. Okay, move that one. So you see this one has two lines for the coin icon and the bank icon. This one is the one that's already in there. This just has the coin icon. If you just like it with the coins, then just leave it alone. Otherwise, move it over. I'll move it over for the demo here. So I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to use this one. Copy that. Okay, now you need the ATM dialogues. Just make sure that you have everything copied over. It should have everything that's in here. All three of these need to go over here, as well as that. Back up. Okay, so that's it for the scripts folder. Now, we already did the description.ext and the init stuff, so let's do the server. This PBO is done, so let's pack it back up. Delete that. And then go into DayZ server, or the Epoch server. DayZ server PBO, right? Same thing. And we need to pull this over here. Right, so now we have bank traders. Yeah, let's re-PBO this. I guess it's done. Haven't done this install for a while, so I need to verify. Okay. The last section here we're looking at is the oh, here's the NPC banks. Okay, so we changed the global banking, and then we have to add the NPCs. Okay, so we have to go back into the mission folder. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun there and turned it into a PBO too early, but we can go back in and fix that. These battle eye filters, if you're using Infostar, these dialogues have already been added as exceptions in there, so you won't get kicked for them. But if you're using the stock battle eye filters, then you have to go into instance 11 Shannars and open up your battle eye filters. These are Infostar ones, so let me go out here to the main folder. These are what yours will look like. They will be in the instance folder, but they will look like these ones. We're going to go into, is it scripts? Yeah, scripts.txt. Edit that, and we're looking for the create dialog line, which is line 12 by default there, and we're going to paste this on the end of it, this right here. So copy that, click in here on your create dialog line, hit end, and then just paste that on the end with a Control V. And is that the only one? I think this has already been done. It says here Infostar. Let me check that. So let's say, well, you would save this if you were using the stock battle eye filters, but I'm not, so I'm not going to save this. Let's check this. I think this has already been added. Let's see if you're using Infostar. So Epoch server, I already repacked these, but okay, let's go back in here. If in Infostar's AH config, let's find this. If you have the following line set to true, then you will need to add this line, and I'll find this line and replace it with this line. So mine's set to false, so I don't have to do anything. We're good there. Okay, so that's done. Let's go to these NPC banks. That's the option I'm using. If you're using the other option, then you don't have to do anything. with this section, you're going to manually create your ATMs. So I need to go back into this PBO. I prematurely repacked it. Init.sqf. And we're going to find this line. And add this below it. This will add the bank traders. Okay, so yeah, Shinaris is the map we're using, but if you're using a different map, then you would select one of these other ones. Those would be the defaults. If you want to make your own, you can do it in the editor, or with you can change the chords with Infostar's admin debug. That's all you need to do for an install on global banking with NPCs. So let's go ahead and repack this PBO. Delete this one, repack this one. Okay, let's go in game. We have to start the server up here. I forgot to start my database. You got it. Okay, there it is. Database is started. Okay. Okay. This install works on Overpoch too. There's no difference. There's my banker NPC standing there. Let's see if I can give him some money. Bank has 0 coins. Okay, it says I've deposited 500,000 coins. Bank shows 500,000. What's the default limit on here? Let me check what the default limit is. You can extract this PBO while the server's running. It's fine. You just can't edit the PBO. What am I looking for? Init variables. I want to see what the default max bank account is 5 million. So I don't even have 5 million coins on me. So I guess I could give myself some coins and test that real quick. Let's see. Not give myself coins, but give myself briefcases and convert them. Let's do that. With spawn, let's go with magazines. So here we go. Let me find some briefcases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many that is exactly. It's over 20 though. Who does conversions? Is it this guy? One of these traders does conversions. Okay, there it is, currency and gems. You can also add that banker NPC as a trader and have him do the currency and gems. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so I want to everything except the backpack. Yeah. Now I have over 5 million coins. Let's try to deposit. 4.5 million and 1, and that should give me just 1 over 5 million. And you can see, well, oh, for Pete's sake, that I got that. I can't deposit more than just under a million. So let's go deposit. That's the default. You can get rid of that. So we have let's see, this should bump over 5 million, right? Yeah, so I can only have a max of 5 million coins, so that works. That's really it to install global banking with the NPCs. This is starry, so it's easy. Each one of these major cities has a banker NPC. There's the one for Bash. Yeah, okay. So that's good. Let's go check RPTs, and we need to check database, make sure it's saving. So let me go ahead and what was I gonna do? Check RPTs. Yeah, there's nothing in there. That's clean. Okay. Just check the client side RPT. Yeah. Update is pending. Okay. Sold that. Okay. What's this say? Okay, so this should be in the install as well. I know what that error is. It's that the dialogues haven't been moved to self actions in the variables. That should have been in there, but I guess it's not by default. These need to be in here. This one. You see what it's doing here. It's referring to FN self actions. So let's fix that. I know how to fix that. Let's turn the server off. It still works. It just gives you those client-side errors. So let's go into MP missions. I've already extracted that to look at it, so let's edit this one. Go into DayZ code, init, variables.sqf, and down here where it says custom, you need to add those other dialogues that we just added to the FN self actions. So let's open this up. Let's go into the FN self actions. So browse DayZ code, compiles self actions, and if you just go Control F and / space custom. That's what Salival has in there for, right, all of this stuff is down here. So the new ones were added here. ATM dialog. There's two ATM dialogs for bank teller and ATM. If you're using ATMs, we're using the bank tellers. So this one here, let's move this over. So you see here the bank dialog is there, but there's two new ones. There's bank dialog 1. So you see this line here where it says -1. That's resetting the self action. These need to be added into variables.sqf, and this one here as well. We got dialog 1 and dialog 2. These just need to be just like that. That's it. That's all you gotta do to fix that. Add those in there. Save that. Close it. Close that one. And let's repack this PBO. Delete this one. Repack a PBO. Delete this. And before I go back into the server, let's wipe out the RPTs to get a fresh copy. Control A, delete it, save it. You do this while the server's off. And then let's do the one in the client side. So C drive, whatever your username is. App. This is a hidden folder. Remember, you got to turn the hidden folders on. So app data, local, ARM2 OA, and here's your client RPT. Let's go ahead and wipe this out. Save that. Oh, never mind. The game is running. I can't do that one. I have to shut the game off. Okay, so close that. I'm going to leave that running. I'm going to leave these two open here, and I'm going to start the server. I already repacked the PBO, so we should be good to go. That should have been in the variables.sqf. I'm not sure why it's not. I'll have to mention that. Okay. So I should get the same dialog errors if it's not right if I do this. Let's go 100,000 withdraw. You can see that even after server restart, this stuff stays. It doesn't. None of this disappears. Here's also what I was talking about with the bank HUD. If you don't want this icon, then go back and switch the file back. That was called playerhud.sqf, I think. Just switch this back so all you would have is the coins, because some people don't like having that there. It doesn't bother me, but you know. Let's. What did I do? Withdraw. So let's deposit 200,000 coins. Those are the two dialogues. This, when you bring this up, that's the dialogue, and well, the other one is for the ATM. This one is for the teller. But let's check the RPTs again and see if I got errors. So this is the server RPT. Yeah, okay. Well, this is the, never mind, let me load fresh copies. Yeah, so we don't have any errors there. Server side RPT is clean. This is the client side. What is this now? When did I get hit by a... Oh, I'm getting hit right now, aren't I? I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm unconscious. I didn't turn God mode on. That's cute. Have I died yet? No, I'm still unconscious. Yep, there it is. Player death. Alright. Yeah, so that took care of the errors with the client-side errors. You just add those two self-action resets to the variables.sqf, and that takes care of it. That's funny, man. Yeah, these right here. So you just add that dialog and then that number 2, S-Bank dialog 2, and then it takes care of the error messages. Yeah, we're good here. Can't believe I died. Let me log back in. That's funny. You can see it reloaded my bank data. So let me go and teleport back to my body and grab those coins. There's my body. Yeah. When you teleport, it takes a minute to get back. It takes a minute for the server to catch up when you teleport. Come on. Oi. There it is. Okay, so check wallet. There's my coins. There's that. We got keys and all that. Alright, so this video is done. I mean, that install is pretty easy. There was one little thing missing out of the install instructions there. It looks like maybe a couple of things. Moving that FN self actions over, the new copy from the global banking, and putting those two self action resets into variables.sqf. Otherwise, the install is pretty straightforward and works good. Last thing we could do is I can show you. Let me go ahead and put on Z Shield. I can just stay in game, but let's go into the database and I'll show you the fields that it's saving to. I have a password on my root account right there. Okay, so we're on this database, character data. Again, this is where your character data coin saves right there. And player data is where your bank coins save. So I have 4.6 million coins in the bank. It saves there in player data. And yesterday when I did the safe in the lock boxes, you go into object data and then find the safe in the lockbox, which are just down here. That was the last two objects I placed. Here's the coins that are inside the safe and then the lockbox. So that's where the coins are saved. If you had vehicles coins storage enabled, these vehicles, you'd be able to put coins and it would show it saving there. Well, that's it. That's all there is to the global banking install. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.